What's up, everyone? We have another week of quarantine, another week of shelter in place, which means we have another week of day to day. I don't know exactly what day we are on of quarantine yet, but I'm at the point where I've taken over my son's room, used it as an office. Here's my new desk here, and check this out. Biggest thing about the new room, new office, it has a window. That's right, my office now has a window. As the days go by, as the weeks go by, it could be easy to get into patterns, both good and bad. So we're hoping that as we continue to do day to day and give you guys some ideas on what to do in your quiet time and time with God, we're hoping that creates some really good patterns moving forward that will last through the rest of quarantine, but obviously beyond quarantine and shelter in place to that one glorious day when this is all over and we go back to some sort of normalcy. All right, so here's the plan for this week. This week we're going to be taking an entire book of scripture and just going to be soaking in it as much as we can all week long. And as we do that, build an appreciation not only for what that book is trying to say to us and what God is trying to teach us through it, but also try to dive into some spiritual disciplines and habits to help us really apply that. So the book that we're going to be looking at this week is the book of Colossians. There are so many good things in this book. And so hopefully over the course of the week, we're going to give God's Spirit a ton of time to apply those and bring those out to us in different ways. But how we want to start today is just by reading through the book. Now that might be intimidating to think through reading through the entire book of Colossians. A lot of times we'll just read a chapter of scripture and stop there, but we want to see the whole thing as one book here. Best way to do that is to read it in one sitting. Also, it's really not that long. It might take 15-20 minutes-ish, depending on how fast of a reader you are, but it doesn't matter how fast or how slow you do this. Just take your time with it, read through it, and as you are, underline and highlight what is sticking out to you and what you want to apply and what you're learning as you go through it. I'm going to be posting some resources that you can use as you try to read through this and study this a little bit, so check that out. That'll be on the Powerhouse Instagram story. But in the meantime, guys, set aside some time, get into this, read this, and we're going to build on it every single day. And similar to Psalm 63, by the end of this week, I think we'll read this book differently, we'll see this book differently, but most importantly, we're going to be understanding God in a different way and applying things at the end of this week that we weren't before. So I'm excited for you, I'm excited for us, and we'll see you tomorrow.